Welcome to Echo Night News. I'm your host, Nathan, bringing you the stories that matter, right here, right now. News number 1, can Trump seize Washington's police? Washington's Attorney General has sued Donald Trump, aiming to block what's seen as his bid to control the city's police. The legal clash intensifies a fierce power struggle between the Republican ex-president and the Democratic leadership of the U.S. Capitol. News number 2. How much of Ukraine is in Russia's grip? At a Friday summit in Alaska, Donald Trump plans to push a Ukraine ceasefire with Vladimir Putin, proposing that both Moscow and Kiev surrender territory. The bold plan could redraw borders to end the war, but at a steep geopolitical cost. News number 3. Bitcoin smashes new record. Amid Fed easing hopes, surging 32% in 2025, Bitcoin rides a wave of long-awaited regulatory victories and investor optimism over possible Federal Reserve rate cuts, fueling its latest meteoric climb. News number 4. Air Canada grounds most flights as strike nears. Facing a Saturday walkout by unionized flight attendants, Air Canada will scrap most of its 700 daily flights on Friday, disrupting travel for about 100,000 passengers and triggering a scramble for alternative routes. News number 5. Yoruba film legend. Chief Kanran passes at 72. Veteran actor Segun Remi, beloved as Chief Kanran, died this morning at 72. A towering figure in Yoruba cinema, he was famed for his wit, charisma, and unforgettable performances. The cause remains unknown. May his soul rest in peace. News number 6. Deadly suitcase viruses threaten UK and Europe. Viruses like chikungunya and oropoucha, capable of destroying organs and causing brain swelling, are spreading via international travel. Experts warn rising global temperatures and increased trips to tropical regions are fueling the surge. UK cases are climbing, with travellers urged to take strict mosquito bite precautions. News number 7. PDP slams Canadian court's terrorist label. The People's Democratic Party condemned a Canadian court's ruling branding both it and the APC as terrorist organizations, calling the judgment baseless and politically dangerous. Party leaders warn the verdict could damage Nigeria's democratic image and set a troubling precedent for political freedoms worldwide. News number 8. Canadian court labels Nigeria's APC and PDP as terrorist groups. A Canadian federal court has upheld a ruling classifying Nigeria's two dominant parties, APC and PDP, as terrorist organizations. The decision, tied to allegations of political violence and electoral bloodshed, denies asylum to a former member and sparks outrage over its implications for democracy. News number 9. The Tigris soar to 8th in world, reigns supreme in Africa. Nigeria's women's basketball team has leapt from 11th to 8th in the FIBA World Rankings after clinching a record 5th straight Afrobasket title. With 640.1 points and an unbeaten streak since 2015, the Tigres remain Africa's only team in the global top 10. News number 10. Teyana Taylor hit with $70,000 court fine in divorce dispute. Singer and actress Teyana Taylor must pay ex-husband Iman Shumpert $70,000 after being found in contempt for violating their 2024 divorce agreement. While her claims against Shumpert were dismissed, the court sided with him on legal fees, though parenting plan violations were not upheld. News number 11. Third mainland bridge rehab or reconstruction to cost trillions, says Umahi. Minister of Works Dave Umahi revealed that rehabilitating the third mainland bridge will cost 3.8 trillion naira, while full reconstruction comes in at 3.6 trillion naira. Structural issues with underwater supports make urgent repairs unavoidable, as the government also approves 493 billion naira for Carter Bridge and Kano Katsina Road upgrades. News number 12. Toke Makinwa announces she's expecting her first child. Media personality. Toke Makinwa shared the joyful news on Instagram, describing her pregnancy as the biggest project of my life and a divine blessing. Overwhelmed with gratitude, she celebrated the new chapter, calling it a season of life-changing joy and a testimony to faith, patience, and purpose. News number 13. Female passenger assaults air hostess at Lagos Airport. Chaos erupted at Lagos Airport when a female passenger on an I-bomb air flight from Uyo refused to follow crew instructions, escalating to physical assault against a flight attendant. Airport police intervened, restoring order after the unruly passenger was removed, highlighting safety challenges during tense flight operations. News number 14. Putin's peace offer in Ukraine takes shape. At the Alaska summit, Vladimir Putin floated a deal. Russia would give up small occupied areas, while Ukraine would surrender large parts of its eastern territory. Sources say the proposal, discussed with Donald Trump, highlights Moscow's push for concessions it failed to win on the battlefield. News number 15. Rescued Nigerian workers allege sexual abuse by Chinese employers in car. 12 Nigerian workers freed from Central African Republic allege months of unpaid labor, abuse, and sexual assault by their Chinese employers. Back home, they thanked the government for intervention, while NIDCOM's Abek Dabiri Erewa vowed justice and urged Nigerians to heed warnings about the dangers of irregular migration. News number 16. Police, DSS arrest, suspected vote buyer with 25.9 million naira in Kaduna. Security operatives in Kaduna nabbed Shehu Aliyu Patangi with 25.9 million naira cash, allegedly set aside for vote buying ahead of Saturday's by-elections. The suspect confessed during interrogation as police vowed tough action against anyone attempting to subvert the electoral process through bribery, violence, or intimidation. News number 17. Appeal court upholds seizure of over 40 vehicles from ex-Governor Matawale. The Court of Appeal in Sokoto has affirmed the seizure of over 40 vehicles from ex-Governor Matawale, 40 government vehicles from former Zamfara Governor and current Defense Minister Bello Matawale. The court ruled he failed to prove ownership of the cars, dismissing his claims of breached rights. It upheld that police acted lawfully in recovering the vehicles after his exit from office in 2023. News number 18. Zenith Bank marks 35th anniversary with glamorous chairman's dinner. Zenith Bank celebrated its 35th anniversary in grand style with a chairman's dinner at Echo Hotel, Victoria Island, Lagos. The event drew top dignitaries, captains of industry, and government officials, all lauding the bank's legacy of innovation and excellence. Guests were treated to a night of fine dining, music, and reflections on the bank's growth journey. The evening underscored Zenith's continued commitment to driving financial leadership in Nigeria and beyond. If you haven't, kindly subscribe, like, share, and comment on the channel. Thank you.